Have you ever thought of what would happen if the Clock Titan from Dom Studios' Troll leak was canon? Yeah, I will straight up say he wouldn't be the best model, but to be honest, it would really change a lot in the series, right? And after looking deeply into it, here is exactly what would happen. Now, we all know that the proper episode for the Clock Titan to appear was in episode 30, where the TV and camera Titans fought against the Counter Titan. But instead of the upgraded Clock Titan, the Troll leak clock was the one who came. So, when faced against the Counter Titan, how would he fare? Well, it is obvious that this version of the clock isn't stronger than his upgraded form. From what we've seen, it is only logical to say that the only difference between him and his base form is the fact that he has additional time guns and supposedly more energy. Now, would this be enough to take down the Counter? Well, although we saw from the Troll leak that he easily defeated the Counter Titan and even punched him to the sun, I don't think the Counter Titan would go down so easily. But in short and simple terms, they would need the combined efforts of both the camera and Clock Titan to take him down. However, we wouldn't get to witness this cool scene where the Clock Titan speed blitzed the Counter Titan. Another huge change in this version of the story is that Alpha would still escape since it required the effort of both the Titans to stop her counter. So, with this slim chance she has, she might just find her way out of the battle since her purple orb was destroyed. Or maybe it could go either way and she still gets killed. However, I kinda lean more towards the theory that she would escape. And yeah, that would obviously make the future Clockman frustrated. Please subscribe for future Clockman's sake, it might just make him happy. Okay, seriously now, Alpha escapes, and yeah, you know, a lot more interesting things would happen because of this, right? Anyways, in the next few episodes, everything pretty much continues quite similarly to how it happened originally, with all the agents and Titans heading their way into the Skibidi's base. And despite the Clock Titan being much weaker, I still think he would do just fine. However, a huge change happens in episode 33, and I'm not talking about the battle of the duo Titans against the three mutants, since it would go exactly as it does as well. What I'm talking about is the appearance of the Skull Astro toilet and the missile kamikaze the toilet wanted to use to trap the Clock Titan. In the original story, in the battle with the Skull Astro, it pretty much remains similar, but the difference here is that he makes things a lot harder for the Titans. How? Well, as we already analysed, the clock wouldn't be as strong as the upgraded one, so it's not far-fetched to believe that he wouldn't be able to perform such a feat of Time Dome as the upgraded Clock Titan. So instead of that, we believe that the only smart move for the Titans is to find a way to stop all the missiles. And although this might seem impossible, it actually isn't. If we imagine that the Clock Titan shot multiple time blasts from all his cannons, the TV Titanades, and uses his vortex gun to absorb a lot of them, it might just be able to do something. Of course, the Skull Astro would try to stop them, which is where the Camera Titan comes into play, as he would try to stall him until they totally stop all the nukes. So, yeah, this is obviously a big win for the Titans here as they have an extra Titan to help them fight the toilet base. Or is that the case? Well, obviously, the scientist would appear. This is due to the fact that with the smile on his face, after he appeared, he wasn't certain or sure the plan to stop the Clock Titan succeeded. So, in this version of the story, instead of smiling, he would be terrified. As not only is the Clock Titan free, they also managed to stop the missiles. He would try to escape, but this would be futile as the Clock Titan would just stop time and the Titans would finish him off. We know he's a fake, but still, as we saw from the TV Titan, the Alliance already knew all of that and would still catch him and possibly kill him. Or it would go either way, and the scientist would escape, alongside the Astro shell. However, what comes next are the robot minions. Since I doubt the Titans would waste their time fighting the continuous wave of all of them, we believe that the camera and the TV Titan would move on into the Skibidi's base while the Clock Titan handles the rest of them. Why? Well, you'll find out in a little bit as this would help them a lot in the coming events. Okay, we know that this would be light work for the Clock Titan, but since they just keep coming, he will be fine. I also believe that the TV would teleport to the base since he actually arrived there before the scientist. Another interesting thing that would happen is that while the camera Titan flies to the base, he would be the one to notice 02 instead, and will try to confront him. Now, due to the current state of the camera, it is kind of plausible to believe that 02 would be stronger than him and would give our camera a hard time. However, this is where the Speaker Titan would then come into the story, And also, I think Titan Drill was nearby as well, so both of them would come in to help the camera Titan. There might be some misconception about Titan Drill Man, but the fact that he would do some hero acts would help justify him a little. Plus, the Drill Chief is also there to inform them as well. Basically, everything would be fine. So, now we would get to witness the battle of 3 really powerful Titans against Iro 2, which is just unfair at this point. But switching scenes, we would then see how the TV Titan navigates into the base. And as always, he would get some minor attacks from the minions. And I say minor since he would easily take care of them. Pencil Woman appears in the scene as she would help stop the helicopter mutants with her amazing powers. Click on this video to see all the record holders in the Skibidi Multiverse. Unique Clockman out.